What's up, everybody? I am doing something new tonight. I'm trying to post to Facebook as well. I don't know if I'm doing that right now or not. I hope I am, but hope everybody's doing good tonight. Hope everybody is having a good early season here. I tell you what, man, I'm seeing deer hit the ground up north, up in Michigan and Wisconsin. It seems like more and more people are getting deer to move and starting to put deer down. Dan got one. A couple of my other buddies up there have killed one. My buddy Zank's boy Miles shot one tonight. I wanted to tell Miles congratulations on the show. He got his very first buck with his dad tonight. I don't think he'll mind me showing this because I think he'll get a kick out of it. But there it is, right there. I think it's definitely youth season in Wisconsin. So everybody wish Miles a happy first deer. I think we all remember that one for sure. He actually missed one the night before, and so tonight he smoked one and got some redemption. Yeah, leave some comments, guys. Try to make this stream as fun as possible tonight. Got updates on gear. We got how the season went this week. We're going to do a giveaway at the end. There is a stipulation for the giveaway. So I got to thinking about my giveaways, and I feel like, I think you guys know I'm pretty generous with what I'm giving away, what we're doing. And I kind of had an idea to help maybe fund some of these giveaways, because I do have to pay for all this stuff. I don't ask sponsors every time I want something. Well, I didn't pay for that trail camera that we're going to give away tonight from last week, but I did kind of because of OnX memberships. But tonight we're going to give away a ASIO Gear lightweight hoodie of your size and choice. It'll be a brand new one. It won't be this stinky one that I've worn for 2 years. But on one condition, we got 10 super chats. If we get to every 10 super chats, I'll give something away. They don't have to be $5 or $10. They can be whatever you want. But every time we get to 10 super chats, I'll do a giveaway. Obviously, these shirts are whatever, $100. So that's what we'll do tonight. So I think I put a goal in the comment section of 10 super chats. If we get there, I'll do a giveaway. If not, it is what it is. I'll probably end up giving something away anyway. But yeah, I hope everybody's doing good tonight. I'm also just trying something different instead of doing an intro, because I know that can be cheesy, corny. People like it, people don't like it. I don't know. Sometimes it gets annoying to me watching it. Sponsors, I'm just kind of going to go at those naturally, however they come up. Just since we were talking about ASIO Gear sponsors the show. You guys know that they've been essentially a long-time sponsor now. Got great products with a lifetime warranty. If you need some new camo, make sure you go check them out. I just talked to Joe Miles today. He's going to come on the show here pretty soon. They got a good group of guys over there that are all deer hunters, and you guys can trust their gear for sure. And I got a new, not necessarily, holy cow, I keep messing up. We got our first super chat. Steve, thanks, man. Once we hit our goal, I'll do the ASIO Gear giveaway. You suckers, you'll probably all give like $1, and I'll have $10 wrapped up into a dang $100 shirt. That's all right. I'm just messing with you. Yeah, ASIO did start making boots as well. They just came out, I believe. I don't have any. I don't know. Can't tell you anything about them, but they did just come out. Oh, I see what you suckers are doing. Tim, thanks, man. Thanks for the giveaway. I'm just joking around with you guys. Appreciate the $2 there. And to be clear, that you don't get any extra for doing the money, like giving the money. You don't get any extra. Everybody still has a fair chance of getting something. I should have said that before I started, but it's just like a thing to help raise. You still have a good chance of winning, and there ain't that many people on. But let's see here. Yeah, any success this year, make sure you leave it in the comment section. Ryan said I shot 137-inch 8-pointer. Dang, dude, that's a stud. public land, bow opener in Wisconsin, have two similar sized deer coming in, and I'm wondering how to hunt it again. I'll come up there and hunt it for you. I wouldn't hunt it again. Oh, just kidding, man. Yeah, I mean, if they're coming in, I'm going to put that away because it's taking up a lot of the room. But if they're coming in, regularly, it's going to be tough to go in there and not bust them out. I don't know if you're just trying to go shoot does or something, but if you're not wanting to kill them bucks, I probably wouldn't go in there, because you guys will get a tag during gun season. I would try to hold off. I wouldn't go in there, man. That's just my opinion. So it is what it is. At the Helm Outdoors, congrats, dude. 8-pointer, Pennsylvania, 160 pounds, field dress. Nice, dude. Way to go. That's awesome. Let's see here. Anyway, ASIO Gear, you guys know that they got a code for you. I believe it's BTE or it's Echo 15, one of the two. I can't keep track of them all. But go and look in the description if you guys need something. Make sure you use that code to save you 15% off. So, man, I'll wait to talk about bass and bucks here in a minute. I've been doing some. I'll just tell you now. I've been doing some tinkering with bows, some experimenting with bows. I'm giving away my Prime Ronin, and the way you guys win that is you go over to it's in the description. There's a link to a video for my buddy that passed away a couple weeks ago. It's been a month ago now. I keep saying a couple weeks ago, but you can go in there, watch that video, and you're entered to win the Prime Ronin. If you got any extra cash laying around, we got a GoFundMe coming to his wife. They have a daughter that has Down syndrome, or he had a daughter that has Down syndrome that he left behind. They got, folks with Down syndromes, they have medical issues. She has to have a heart or a brain surgery. I think it's a brain surgery. It's either heart. I think it's a brain surgery when she turns 18, I believe, which is coming up here in the pretty near future. That's obviously going to cost a lot. So trying to raise some money for her. Probably keep doing that just for a little bit longer here, a couple of weeks maybe, and then I'll give away that Prime Ronin when that's over. And then GoFundMe will send her her money over to her. It's at like $1,200 right now. I'd really like to see it get to $2,000. The bow's worth almost $1,200. So I'd like to do that. You don't have to be entered. You don't have to donate to win the bow or anything. You just have to go comment on that video and go from there. But if you got any spare change you're laying around, it'd be going to a good cause. You had Anna, who has the Down syndrome little girl who's really sweet. And then he has actually 3 boys. They're triplets. They're all triplets. They're triplet boys. So anyways, go check that out sometime in your spare time. Let's see here. Oh, man. Now, see, Ryan, this guy knows what he's doing. $4.99. Thanks, Ryan. I appreciate it, man. Okay. I tell you about bass and I mentioned bass and bucks. I'll try to keep my mind on track here. I got to quit looking at the comments for a second. I've been messing around with compound bows. So I've not been using my Ronin because I'm giving it away. And my buddy Josh Butcher over at Bass and Bucks actually sent me over a bow to use in the meantime until I get my Prime set back up. Long story, but I'll end up getting another Prime. I'm not sponsored by Prime, but they're always helping me out. So I'll get another Prime bow. Eventually I'll give that bow away on here, just how it works on this channel. But he got me a Hoyt to use in the meantime. And I set it up and I've been tinkering with, the accessories on it just to try new things and whatnot. And the deal was he was going to set me up with a bow. Shout out to Bass and Bucks on here, man. I don't know if you guys have ever been to, it's in Wabash, Indiana. It's like the largest archery shop in Indiana. They got everything you need they got Prime bows. I mean, they got all the name brand bows, tons of accessories. It's hard to find a good bow shop anywhere anymore. It seems like they're kind of dwindling down like everything else. And, but they're still one of the good ones that you can go and trust. And I called Josh that runs the archery shop. Actually, the other day working on a bow, had a question for him about it. So go over there to Bass and Bucks if you need some archery stuff done. Then we got the guys over at Latitude Outdoors. We're going to talk about them a little bit later. Some awesome mobile hunting gear over there that I've really fallen in love with some of their products. We'll go over some of that stuff later on in the gear section on what I changed this week or what I've been using this week. Then Razor Broadheads, Dave over at Razor. He's the man. They make great single bevel broadheads. They also have a double bevel 150 head now. That's awesome. That's what I use to shoot that. I shot quite a few deer with them now, but the last few years, all the deer I've shot have been with those Razor Broadheads. Stealth Outdoors, Uncle Lou, he's original. He is the original sponsor of this show. He was sponsoring this show when nobody else was sponsoring this show at all. Shout out to Lou. If you guys need any stealth strips, go over there and check them out. Also, I don't know if you know this, but hunting beast gear is now available on stealthoutdoors.com. So Dan, all of his shirts and whatnot that he makes is on Lou's website, stealthoutdoors.com. I think that's how that works, but you can find it over there at Stealth Outdoors. But if you need some silencing tape, make sure you go over there. Hawke Optics, man, I have been rifle hunting more the last couple of years. I've really enjoyed it. I've really enjoyed tinkering with guns more and more, getting some stuff in. I got like 3 or 4 guns. I traded a dang e-bike. You know how hard it is to sell an e-bike? The used market for e-bikes are horrible. If you need to buy an e-bike, I would suggest trying to find one used, because you got to give them away to people for them to buy. But anyways, traded a guy at $22,250 for partial trade on the e-bike. And yeah, I got to get another Hawke. I got to get another Hawke scope. They're awesome. Outdoor Life actually just ranked them as a very comparable product to Swarovski, where they couldn't tell a huge difference in the two. So good affordable optic for you guys that need it. And that's it. That's all the partners I got. Buzzed through them pretty quick for you guys. There were some other topics that I wanted to talk about tonight that I been meaning to make a separate video on it, but just haven't got around to it. And I thought I'll just include it in the podcast because I think it's a good thing to get your guys' like direct feedback. We can have a conversation about it. I don't know what's going on right now in the world. I don't think any of us do, but there's something going on with like the perception of hunting right now. I have seen more articles recently that have been negative towards hunting than like I've seen in years past. And it's kind of been really bothersome to me. And I was wondering if you guys have noticed this at all, but an article came out a handful of days ago. I'm not even gonna link it because I don't want it to have attention, to be honest with you. But it was a couple boys were out squirrel hunting. When I say boys, I think they were maybe teenagers. And one of them accidentally shot another one in the head and killed him. Very tragic story. You never want to see something like that happen. And puts a gut in my feeling having 2 boys myself. But the article wasn't about that. The article was about how in 2025, those boys have no reason to be out in the woods hunting and that they should not be hunting. And I read that article, like it started off talking about the boys, and then the 3/4 of the rest of the article was all about how there's no reason anybody should be hunting in 2025. And this was in like a big publication. Again, I don't want to put any light to it, but that was a fact. And I just thought, really, like that is what this is about. That there's no reason for any boys to be out hunting squirrels in 2025. And then you had these, the tragic story about the 2 young guys in Colorado that got struck by lightning that we were all aware of. And the way that article was written up really made me cringe, like talking about how they're really experienced hunters. And it just like made it sound like we're a bunch of idiots, like these experienced hunters die. And it's like, I don't know. And then I saw Another article, and I didn't read this one because I got tired of it, but like some guys stabbed another guy like, and it was all hunters. It was like hunters doing this, and it's like, um, it's horrible. And like, I listen to the arguments for like social media hunters, for lack of a better term. Like that's what I am. Like I'm on social media right now. I'm on Facebook. I'm on YouTube talking about hunting. And I listen to those arguments on how that shouldn't be allowed, right? And I take that criticism and try to consider it. And then you have the other end where you have guys that like literally post everything hunting. Like I'm horrible about posting about my hunting, to be honest with you. Like I'm bad about taking pictures in the woods. I take crappy trophy pictures. Like it just doesn't interest me. I like talking to you guys about it. I like getting your feedback, but like I'm not good at the social media part of it. And I think that's okay. Like I'm okay with not being good at that. Like it's fine. But this is why I think maybe social media is important. Like it's important for us to put hunting out there on social media. Because if we don't, like if we as hunters stop talking about this stuff, like don't talk about what you do hunting on the internet. Don't post your hunting photos of you in the tree stand, whatever you're hunting. Don't put anything on social media. Leave hunting off the internet. I just think that's a bad idea. The more I think about it, like if we don't, as hunters, tell our story about hunting, like if we don't talk about, hey, this is why I enjoy it. This is why it's good for my family. This is why, it's not what you think it is. We're not all trophy hunters shooting elephants and whatever, that stigma, shooting lions. Like we're not, like that's a abnormal person. Like most people don't do that. If we don't get that message out, like someone else is going to tell our story for us, and it's not going to be what we want. Like it's not going to be the truth. So I think we need to give these like influencers, social media hunters, like we got to give them some grace because they're kind of important right now. The ones that are doing it properly, right? There's always a bad egg, right? That's kind of causing some problems. But I think that if we stop talking about it, we stop sharing our good experiences, like it's just going to fuel the fire for everybody that doesn't want hunting around, right? They're going to have a reason to, make it stop because nobody cares about this anyways. I don't talk about it anymore. So I don't know, something I've been thinking about a little bit. I'd like to hear your guys' thoughts on that. I've had a abnormal amount of negative stuff on my like articles that came through my feeds about how hunting is bad and how like it's foolish to hunt now. Anyway, ponder that a little bit. Leave a comment and see what you guys. I'd like to hear what you guys think about that. Yeah. All right, that was something I was going to make a separate video about, but I may clip this out and to get everybody's opinion on it. Thanks everybody that listens to this on Spotify and Apple. I don't ever mention those people enough, like ever. You guys never hear me talk about you guys on Apple and Spotify, but thank you, man. Thanks for listening on there. And if you got the time, leave me a review on there. I appreciate it. Negative, positive, whatever. Growing on that too. I'm growing on Facebook too, which is why I'm live on here. Facebook kind of taken off for whatever reason. So everybody's listening on Facebook. If you're over there, I have no way of knowing if you're over there or not, but I appreciate you listening on Facebook. Deer hunting. Let's get into deer hunting. Went a handful of times. There's a video coming out tomorrow. It's already finished. There's a video coming out tomorrow though about my week in deer hunting, just my vlog. So this is how this deer season is going to work. Sunday night, do a podcast, just chit chatting, talking about deer hunting, talking about gear, talking about how the season went. And then Monday, the video will come out. So Indiana is going to be a rough go for me this year. Like I'm pretty aware of that. you guys are well aware of EHD. I'm not going to sit here and cry about EHD on the podcast because there's no reason to. Nothing you can do about it. I checked 5 soaker cameras I had soaking for this season, this weekend, and I had 0 rack bucks on any of them. I had a little forked horn buck that was on camera, and that was the only one. I right at this particular moment in time, I can't think of a mature deer that's alive where I hunt at. Now I don't, like on camera or deer that I've, I know about anymore. I know about ones that have died. In the area that I like to hunt, I think there's been 20 deer found dead just from all the landowners and stuff around. So it's kind of just one of those things where they're gone, and it is what it is. I found one really nice one in the creek there. There's a gentleman that I go to church with that lives in that area, and he said there was two boys walking down the road the other day, and they just had a bunch of racks in their hands to where they found dead bucks in the creeks. There's a couple creeks that run through that area, and so you got just a plethora of the mature bucks are gone in that area. So I did get out to a different area in a different county, which you'll see all this in the video, but got on some buck sign there. There are signs of bucks laying around out there. So I got some high hopes. There's also, I got some traditional areas that are going to be good in the rut, no matter what. I was talking to my conservation officer. He goes to church with me, and me and him are kind of brainstorming about what we're going to do this year because he's in the same boat I am. He lives around here, and he's like, "Man, I think maybe the rut will be all right." And I'm like, "Well, can you elaborate on that a little bit?" And he's like, "I just think that with the lower deers, I think maybe more bucks are going to travel farther this year, and maybe you'll catch a deer that you've never seen before in the rut." And I'm like, "Yeah, that's a positive way of looking at it. Maybe that'll happen. I don't know." He's a really good hunter. Obviously spends a lot of time in the outdoors being a conservation officer. So I'm hoping that maybe he's right. Maybe this deer season, I'm kind of taking to the approach right now where I'm going to do like the Bobby Worthington season, where I just give her a rest until that October 25th till November 5th, and just really hunt hard during those times when the bucks are really moving well. Because right now, I mean, I haven't seen a deer from the stand yet, but also that's not that uncommon in Indiana. Sometimes I go a week without seeing a deer, especially in the middle of October. Anyway, this week though was really nice. The weather got cooler, still kind of warm, but not in 90 like it was last week. So it was enjoyable. And I got out and got some exercise. Feel like I'm in a little better shape than I was a week ago with my my legs back underneath me. KS said, "Wouldn't it be best to not do any hunting in the EHD areas? Hunters need to be more concerned." Yeah, I wasn't really hunting it, man. I went and checked a bunch of cameras. I had my stuff on my back. I'm not where we found all those bucks dead. I haven't been out there. I won't go out there either. There's no reason to. And then go from there. Yeah, KS, that's right. You just got to go to different areas, whether it be a different state. I mean, I got a bunch of tags for different states, so I'll be jumping around. But it's not, it's still it's my home. It is what it is. EHD is different. It's weird too. It's very localized. So certain parts of the county maybe not hit as bad, and then different county. I'll just go to different county or travel up north a little bit and hunt in Indiana. So there's definitely options still. All right, Steve, the Kansas Fund. So how many? Let's see here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. We got 4 super chats so far. So when we get to 10, we'll do the giveaway for the ASIO lightweight hoodie. Thanks, man, for the $5. I really appreciate that. So yeah, that's hunting this week. The vlog's more exciting than that. I got some other stuff in there for you guys to watch, not just me deer hunting. So make sure you tune in for that tomorrow. And don't give up on me, guys. Like, I'll kill one. Don't worry. Got a long season ahead of me. I'll probably buzz down to, I'm going to really try to get down to Tennessee to hunt with Patrick again. I can go up to Michigan to hunt with Dave still. I got a buck tag there. We already got the dates in for Kansas. Got another hunt in December that you guys will be super jacked about. And then, of course, Indiana. Tim, I'm just messing with you, dude. Don't take anything I say ever serious. Even if I'm seem like I'm being serious, I'm just an idiot talking on the internet. Jerry, he asked, does EHD affect does? I only see bucks posting. Yeah, it drastically affects bucks worse than does, and specifically more mature bucks. But it's not, it can still kill does. A buddy of mine owns a 400-acre farm county east of me. He found, just to give you an example, 12 bucks, 2 dead does. So that's you can kind of gauge the numbers based off of that. So anyway, I was thinking about going over to Ohio, but Ohio has the same problem as we do down here. So I don't know if going to Ohio would be the best option here. Thanks, Derek. $10. He's my favorite. He's my favorite commenter. Derek is. Let's see here. Sorry, I scrolled too fast here. Now I can't find any. Right there it is. Billy, I can't remember if I pulled you up here, dude. But thanks for your donation, $5. We're getting closer here. KS, thanks, man. $2. Appreciate it. All right. Derek, that's good they didn't hit your EHD in Michigan, because I think some parts of Michigan got hit this year again. Tennessee Valley bow hunters, they found several dead in Tennessee due to EHD. What part of Tennessee are you in, man? That's interesting, because I know Patrick mentioned to me he's got some deer that have disappeared on him that he can't figure out what happened to him. Oh, you're an East Coast guy, KS. That's awesome, man. I love you guys out there, out east. You guys are hardcore. Okay. While the super chats are still coming in, let's see here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We'll need 3 more. Dang, you guys are on fire. Gear. Okay. Lots of gear stuff going around in my mind. Switch to the Ranger 33, Latitude Ranger 33 pack. Big fan. It's the perfect size for me. The 22, if I didn't have camera gear, the 22 would be a perfect size. So they got the Ranger 11, 22, 33. So those are like gradual increases. I think they're liters, like 1.1 liters, 2.2, whatever. I think that's how it works. Don't quote me on that, but that's pretty much what you can imagine. Bigger the number, the bigger the pack. And for me, that 33 with my camera gear is perfect. And like, I think if you are a guy that carried a lot of stuff, like if you like to keep a jacket in your pack and whatnot, that would be a good option. The 22 is like a really good scouting pack. It's a really good early season pack. Also, for most guys, it would be a good all around whitetail pack. But if you guys like, give you an idea, like this is the camera I film with. So like I put this in a dang pack. Like this is an expensive camera. I don't want it just willy-nilly everywhere breaking it. So I had to get a bigger pack because I couldn't get everything in it. 33, I highly recommend it. It's just a bigger version of the 22. The reason I like those Latitude packs, they are my favorite packs. Like regardless of the sponsorship, I used to run, and this was my favorite pack of all times, was the Kuiu Venture 20 2200. They quit making that pack, or they make a version of it now maybe, but it's not the same as it used to be. The KUIU Venture 2200, and that thing was perfect because it had a really big front pouch that big zipper pouch, and then it had 2 compression straps that went over the front of the pack, and you can just get all your gear in there and just tie it down nice and tight, and it was all real snug and compact. I love that thing, and they kind of quit making it. Well, the Latitude Ranger 22 came out, then the 11 and the 33, and it's all perfect. It's the same. It's like a really similar design, and I love it. So that was a good. The coyotes are hollering out my door. That's what I'm listening to. That was a really good addition to my gear stuff that I've been messing with. Okay, I've been hunting. I've been like walking a lot, hunting, like walking miles in the hills while I'm hunting, trying to find a buck, right? And I decided I didn't want to wear my saddle around all the time. Like I just wear it. I wanted to put it in a pack because it kind of falls down. It's not really made for wearing for miles. It's not a belt. Like it falls down and you got to pull it up. It gets annoying after you walk miles and miles and miles. I don't have suspenders. I think a good thing to get for walking a long ways in a saddle is suspenders. Don't have suspenders though. So I was wanting to put my saddle in my pack, and then I just put it on when I got to the tree. Well, the Method 3 doesn't fold up very good because it's a kind of rigid saddle. So I actually started using my Lone Star when I'm going on long hikes. I walled up my Lone Star and put it in my pack. So I did use my Lone Star quite a bit this week because I wanted to throw something in my pack. Now, if I was just bumping around on private around here where I didn't have to walk very far, the Method 3, I got it in my truck. I got a camper shell for my truck too, guys. I've been looking for a dang camper shell. I picked it up today for 2 years for my pickup. I was trying to find a black one because my pickup's black and it had to fit my Dodge Ram. I actually, like a year ago, I went and looked at one. An old man was selling it, and he mismeasured. He read the tape measure wrong. And we got down there and we put it on my truck, and it was like 6 inches too long. And I looked at him. I'm like, did you measure it? And he's like, yeah. And he said, I sent it to you. And I was like, well, you said it was this. And he's like, that's what it is. And I'm like, man, I don't think it is. Like, I know how long my truck bed is. And we remeasured, and he was 6 inches off. I think he just read it wrong. He felt horrible because I drove like an hour to get it. But anyways, today I did get one that fits my truck. So I guess that's a gear upgrade for me. So we got been using the Lone Star a little bit. I forgot how much I love that saddle. It's just really comfortable and I like it a lot. That one's been out a couple years now though. And don't take that as me saying that the Method 3 is bad. It's not. It's my favorite, but it's not as packable. Okay. This may be I don't know. So Maddie went with me hunting once this week, and she always sits in the beast stand, or she used to always sit in the beast stand when we go, and she was not good in that beast stand anymore. I don't know if after the kids she's gotten more afraid of heights or what it is, or hormones change, but it's a no-go with the beast stand in her. she I'm not sure if she could have shot out of it or not, but she didn't like it. It was too small. So I'm in the market. I'm going to probably get a different tree stand, different mobile hunting tree stand. I'll probably go with like an XOP, something with a little bit bigger platform, and go from there. So if you guys got any recommendations on like stands that are just slightly bigger than what the beast stand platform is, I think XOP has like a Roam, and they have their cast stands. They got a couple of cast stands that I can't remember what the names of them are. I'm not good at these names, but anyway, probably going to end up getting something from them to use for her whenever we are hunting together, because we got to use something different. But it'd be nice too to like try something different, because I don't even know if the beast stand, how often it's available anymore. It seems like they're struggling to keep things in the Vanish. That's what I was trying to think of in stock. So it'd be nice to have like an option because I probably get asked once a week about the beast stand, and I know nothing about it, and Dan knows nothing about it, so we can't answer your questions about beast gear. Um, XOP fly, yeah. So now we're um, I don't know. I'm gonna look into them. I'm Byron Horton over there. I'll just ask him about what the best one would be. Um, yeah, that's why I was going to go with XOP because they are they're cheaper. They just are. It is what it is. Whether they're Chinese made or not, um, it is what I'm not going to spend $700 on a stand. It's just not gonna. I'm not going to do it. I think there's some of them that are definitely worth that, but for what we need it for, a bigger one for her. And like if you think about when she never hunts alone, so she's always with me, and she just carries the stand. So it's not like a weight thing. It doesn't really matter if it's 7 pounds or 12 pounds. Like I think it's just that's the only thing she's going to have on her back is the stand, or I'll carry it. So it's not too big of a deal as far as that goes. Rubicon, yeah. See, they have so many options, so I'll have to just look into it. But that's a gear update I need to do pretty soon here. Because she was not. I don't know. She hunted out of it a couple years ago, but yeah. Well, you guys know it. If you're kind of on edge about heights, it's not a real comfortable feeling being up there in a stand that's, I don't know what's the B stand, 16 inches across. So, I like it a lot, but that's just me. Let's see here. Yeah, Novix is another option. It's just more expensive, but it is an option. Let's see here. And she doesn't want to do saddle hunting. Yeah, Millennium. That's another good option too. I could look at one of them things. That's an idea because those things are comfortable too. And I could use it from time to time. Then, uh, let's see here. Gear though, that's about. I think that's about all the gear that I tinkered with or messed with or need to mess with. The only thing that I already talked to you guys, I think I've talked to you about it a little bit, was I am playing with bows a lot right now, which I know that sounds weird, but since I'm giving away that Ronin. I've been messing with a Hoyt Helix. That's an older bow. I like it. I've always been a big Hoyt fan. Like I like the way they feel, and so I've been messing with that. Really like that bow. It's just hard for me. Like if the grip of a bow, like I love how Hoyts feel. I love how primes feel. I've never liked a Matthews grip for whatever reason. I think that I have right now I got a new Prime RVX Plus I got to put together. I just find the time to put it together. But that will be a bow I'll probably shoot later in the season as soon as I get a free couple days to put it together. But I've been messing around with. I got a new rest that I really really like. That's a ripcord limb driven rest, and it's called a Ratchet. I think it's what it's called, and it has been my favorite limb driven rest I've ever shot. It was so easy to tune. It has this feature where you actually put the cord, and this is kind of nerdy, and it may be more than you guys care to listen to, but you put the cord that goes to the limb through a hole, tighten it down, and it actually has a ratchet inside to tighten the rest down. I like it. I think it's a really good system. Now I've only been using it for a couple weeks, so time will tell if I continue to like it. But right now, I like it a lot. I did get a CBE quiver for it. Don't like it. Excuse me. I don't like it. I don't know. Too much metal on it. It's like kind of noisy taking it on and off. So I'll probably get something different there. But the M100U, I'll look into that, Tim. Thanks for reminding me about Millennium. I've just been thinking about this in my head since Saturday night. So it's only been a day since we got done hunting. Also, so everybody knows, I asked Dan if he cared if I got a different stand, and he didn't care one lick, which I knew he wouldn't. But I just told him my situation, and he's like, "Yeah, probably need to get her a bigger one." I'm like, "Yeah." Have you used, Derek asked, have you used the ASIO rain gear? I just got it with your discount. Nice, dude. Yeah, it's good stuff. It's not like you don't want to use it moose hunting in Alaska, walking through brush and stuff. But for keeping yourself, dry, it's good. It's packable. Not overly heavy or anything, but good quality rain gear. You'll be happy with it, man. So no worries, dude. Guys, we are at 9 super chats right now. So we're real close to doing the giveaway. I've been keeping up with it, so appreciate it. Appreciate everybody that gave a super chat. I'll have to try to get my hands on some of those ASIO gear boots. I haven't got a lot of the new ASIO gear stuff, not for any other reason than I just told Joe and those guys I don't need anything. Like, they sent me, I got so much stuff. I was like, don't worry about sending me stuff, like, because I don't know what to do with some of it, Tony, is that the rain shell stuff? I'm not sure what you're talking about, man. Talking about the ASIO rain gear. I'm not sure, man. We made it. 10 super chats. Okay, so feel free to keep giving me super chats if you want, but we'll give away a ASIO gear lightweight hoodie. So as always, for the giveaways on here, we'll just say comment Big Buck on the comments below. Not in the chat, do it in the comment section, and we will give away next week on the podcast. We'll give this thing away. This week we got to do the giveaway for the Moultrie Edge Pro. This was the one I announced last week. This is the Pro model. Where am I at here? Not the regular. So that's the high end one, man. Okay. This is something you guys know. I'm very critical about cell cameras on here. I am a hypocrite a little bit because I have a couple that I use. I'm going to tell you right now the worst part about not running cell cameras, and that is losing the camaraderie with your hunting buddies about trail camera pictures. There's been so many times where my buddies Patrick or whoever, my buddies Global, Zank, Tim, Eric, everybody, they'll like send me pictures like, "Hey, look at this deer I got on camera. Look at this deer I got on camera." And I'm like, "Dang, dude, I don't have anything to show you guys." That's the worst part about not running very many trail cameras, is the lack of camaraderie that I get to have with everybody. Ralph, man, thanks for the $2 donation. Steve, thank you again, man, for another buck there. True Seeker, thanks, man. I think I've caught up now with everybody that's given the donations. So next week we'll do the ASIO hoodie. And then this week, let me go over to last week's video, and I will choose someone to do the giveaway of the Moultrie camera here. Maybe I feel like this is a pretty good format. Let me know if you guys like this or not. We'll go to the live from last week, which was titled October is Here. Let's go to the comment section. I told everybody to pick Big Buck over there. I'll share my screen just so you guys will see how I can do this. This is going to be real redneck how I'm going to do this, but it is what it is. So I'm just on my comment section of that video. Let's just kind of do one of these deals. Oh, there's all kinds of comments. We'll go here. Let's find one, and we're going to stop, and wherever my cursor is, right here, this one. Wisconsin bow hunter. Okay, man. I'm going to put in here my email, and then I'll get you. There you go, Wisconsin Bow Hunter. You won live here on YouTube, so make sure you look in your comment section. If you don't comment if you don't get back to me by next week on Sunday, we're going to give it away again on this, on this here, on this channel. So, or on next week's live channel. So thanks, guys. Next week, our giveaway will be the ASIO hoodie, and then we'll do 10 more super chats, and I'll find something else to give away. Some of it might be expensive. Some of it might not be, I feel like these were pretty good ones here. I don't know if I'll be able to give away $100 items every week, but I'll do my best. Lou gives me a bunch of stealth strips to give away, so we'll do that. Yeah, at the Helm Outdoors. Wait till this video's over and comment in the comment section below. That's the easiest for me to do that. Yeah, congrats, Wisconsin Bow Hunter. All right, what else has been going on before we wrap it up here? Been taking Boogie out squirrel hunting a little bit. I took him out tonight with the boys. Got to find a better squirrel hunting spot. I used to have a really good squirrel hunting spot. Don't know what happened to all of them, but there's not as many squirrels there. He's still young, though. He's only 3 months old, so it's just good to get him out and kind of handle him, get him riding in the dog box and all that kind of stuff. I kind of been getting a dang itch to go fishing, too. I want to go fishing here pretty soon, catch a mess of fish. Maybe that's what I'll do with the sorry, my mind's going everywhere with the giveaways. Maybe I'll just not tell you guys what it is and then let you comment 10 sections. Maybe it might be some weeks it might be a dang roll. It might be a sheet of stealth strips, or it might be a dang bow and arrow or something. But yeah, so that's the weekend review. Tomorrow the video will come out. If you guys ever got any questions or anything, make sure you leave them in the comment section. I try to get to all of them. Thanks for the 11 super chats tonight. We made it. I kind of was worried about doing that because I'm like, I don't know if people want to give super chats for this, but also I was like, golly, man, I sit here and promise everybody I'd give something away every week. And I got to thinking about, man, that's going to add up after the season's over. Yeah. Oh, I see plenty of Hughes Farms. I've seen 13 plus squirrels a night. Yeah, dude, I see plenty when I'm deer hunting, but I also I don't want to go squirrel hunting where I've been deer hunting, that kind of thing, But anyway, all right, guys. Thank you for getting on tonight. Thanks for the super chats. Thanks for commenting. Before you leave, make sure you hit that subscribe button on YouTube or to give me a follow on Facebook. And we'll talk at you next week. See you later.